on, bro. Start with me. Let's go. All right, boom. So, we got Jalopy here. Big Jalopy. Shout outs. Every way we can. Girl, you better... I'm not used to this. I'm sorry. I'm really not used to hearing things like this. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, and it's kind of weird because you're gonna look at me like, growing up, what did you hear? Bro, I don't know. I don't know for real. But nah, like, this hits different. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not used to this. I'm slowly getting used to it, but I'm really not used to this. So, you know, like, I'm doing what I can to kind of just adjust for the environment that I'm in, but like, this hits different. But either way, look, intro time. We're gonna go ahead into our intro. We're gonna go into the video. Let's have some fun. Let's sit back. It's Jalopy, so you know we're gonna get some surgical shit going on here, alright? So let's go ahead and get started, okay? Let's go. Yo, right here in the small box. Welcome back to Single Seater Reactions, only on the Flex My Network. I'm Flex. Welcome back to the channel. So, we got Jalopy here, another video by Jalopy. This video is titled The Real Reason Kendrick Lamar is Sad in a Luther Video. I was kind of curious about that, but like, I always asked about it, but I didn't think it was a serious thing, but apparently it's a serious thing. So let's not waste any more time. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the reaction. Hit that notification bell so you get notified about my videos. And with that being said, let's get into it, all right? Let's go.
This video is about to get very...
I also agree with you with the whole stone face thing. That's a very good point as well. But we don't know. So let's see what he thinks. Let's see what he thinks. It's an opinion, right? So let's listen to his opinion.
Very surgical. So stay with me, okay? And before we even get started, I just want to preface and say, it's very possible that I'm reaching, bro. I'm going to just get that out the gate right now. But I feel so confident about this.
Well, brother, first of all, you got a 20-plus minute video about this, so you must be getting at something in this. So let's see what you got. All right, let's go.
Then I'm going to put this out there anyway. Okay? We finna break down lyrics all the way back dating to High Power.
What?
Okay? And something that my mind's
been
turning on since before GNX. As a fan of Tupac Shakur and many of the leaders in our communities that end up being ostracized, crucified, all types of stuff, okay? But I think I know the reason that Kendrick Lamar is looking sad in this part of the video, okay? And I think it correlates to my previous theory that more videos are coming out and that these videos will tell a story, okay? Now, the basis of this is, I believe, all videos that were performed, all songs that were performed on GNX at the Super Bowl are getting a video. That's my number one preface.
What?
Okay? Number two.
Hold on a second. Okay, stop. What are you gonna do for Man in the Garden? Why? Okay, why is Man in the Garden such an important video or an important song that needs a video? Peekaboo was a stretch, but it got confirmed almost. What else? He's not doing a video for Euphoria. That's foolish. Well, wait, hold on. Maybe, no, he said it for GNX. You might be right. That's interesting. Let's keep going.
I think Luther is a piece of the puzzle out of order. Okay, if you understand that,
I remember you said
videos
that.
You can go check out if you want a deeper dive into that. Okay, because of these things, I started to realize something. There's a specific song that, if this theory is true, has to get a video, and that song is "Man at the Garden."
Girl, you generous today. Shout out to Natasha for your super chat. Holy, let me read this real quick. This donation, I am wanting you to go and really go to either concert, Breezy Bowl or Kendrick and SZA, show it your dream. Let us do nice things. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Girl, The nerve of you to say that while I'm massaging my neck. Hey, yo, W Natasha's, bro. I want to see some W's, bro. Now, I know there's not too many of y'all here, but little W's for her won't hurt. Let me go ahead and like this. In fact, let me like the oh, I can't like that one. Oh well. Hey, we got Tiny here. What's good, Tiny? Hey, we appreciate you. Natasha, we appreciate you. That was amazing. You didn't have to do that, but thank you. Wow. Thank you. Jeez.
Okay. I believe that Man at the Garden music video is directly connected to the Luther video. All right? We gonna go backwards on this and start with dissecting Reincarnated first. The most important message, in my opinion, in Reincarnated. Okay? Now, essentially, Reincarnated, the song, is Kendrick Lamar going over the history of legends, right? Who all seem to be unable to break the cycle.
I appreciate y'all.
That causes this continuous disgruntled, just negative history or endings for our great musicians. You see what I'm saying? And they keep showing up in different ways for different musicians. Kendrick has the song, which is a remix of Tupac. Tupac's made, you know what I'm saying? And he then goes on to talk about many celebrities and legends who came before us, all the way up until himself. He's basically talking about how they're super talented and all this different stuff, but they always have a vice that they can't get over. It's like the Achilles heel to all incredibly talented individuals, right? For Kendrick Lamar, we know that this thing is lust and pride, okay? Throughout the song, in the third verse, he even acknowledges this by God saying your heart is cold, you know what I'm saying? Your pride doesn't allow you to have forgiveness, all these different things. But the one part that nobody talks about, which is the most insane part of the song, is how in the third verse, he steps over into a different deity or different, not deity, but a different being from the heavens.
Jesus Christ, Natasha. Jesus God. Oh, she going crazy today. I appreciate you. Wow. I appreciate you. That is Girl, you special. I'm so serious. Like, you special. Wow. That's amazing to see. Wow. I was not ready. I'm really not ready for this. Kendrick music videos are like movies. If he makes videos about Reincarnated or Man in the Garden, it will definitely be like a crossroads. Ooh, bum 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 bum. Bum. Tell me what you gonna do. Oh my God, having a teenage daughter brings challenge. Girl, I ain't got no kids, but trust and believe me, I know about it. Yo.
I rewrote the Devil's Story to take our power back. Okay? Now, what does this mean? In order to rewrite the Devil's Story, somebody who was the epitome of evil, you would have to have empathy and compassion for the devil, right? Which is like, some people think that's crazy, some people think it's not, but clearly, in order to rewrite the Devil's Story, you would have to humanize the devil or exactly, pretty much see the devil with flaws, but someone who has the potential to overcome, right?
Oh,
Kendrick rewriting
Tiff is
the
here.
Devil's Story.
Guys, the gates are closed. Tiff is here in the chat. Gates are officially closed. That's it. Everybody that wanted to bring their music in here, the gates are closed. Good luck coming here. That's it. Game over. How you doing, Tiff?
Story rewrites the things that happen, that devices that are created within the incredibly talented people who are out there, right? Because if you rewrite the Devil's Story, you rewrite the need to put in temptation for people to all this different stuff. So that's what Kendrick Lamar was doing. But that's not the only story he's attempting to rewrite. If you really pay attention, I think we have a theme of Kendrick Lamar continuously trying to rewrite stories, right? And I think he's even attempting to rewrite his own story. The narratives that he put out there, the words that he used that might be powerful enough to give him the exact thing he's asking for. And the reason why I say that, we get into High Power, right? And the whole High Power song is like he starts off with visions of Martin Luther staring at me. Malcolm X put a hex on my future so someone catch me. You see what I'm saying? The history of Martin Luther King is somebody who went out there trying to make a difference. He was crucified. Malcolm X went out there. He was crucified. Even when you talk about Ab Soul has a verse in I think it was Pineal Gland. The last person tried to break the surface broke a nail. Last person tried to scratch the surface, broke the nail. Last person tried to cross the line, got crucified. We overseas back to back, never wore.
Did he just say the last person that tried to scratch the surface broke a nail? Oh my God. Yo, bar. That's a bar.
Or Chanel. So
Jesus.
This is something they all clearly speak about for them both to be putting in their music, right? But this is young Kendrick Lamar. This is dating all the way back to 2011, where he believes that eventually he will be crucified as well for taking the route that he wants to take. You see what I'm saying? And
Slay is here. What's good, Slay? How you doing? Wagwan.
He's talking about the history
Wagwan, sis.
of
Yeah,
the
right?
industry
Everything
and what
I
it
read?
does to artists, right? No conspiracy. My fate is inevitable. You feel me? And I want everybody to view my autopsy so you can see exactly where the government has shot me. Now, based on the history of what happened, he's keeping himself in the cycle of political figures or figures who are standing for something being executed or being crucified. When in reality, it doesn't have to be that way. And that's crazy to say considering the things that we've seen. We have this victim mentality where if you stand for something, you have to die. But who necessarily says that has to be the case, right? And I think when Kendrick Lamar does songs like this, Mortal Man, etc., he's putting these ideas out into the world, which is going to push him further to receive what he's asking for, right? And we see this in people like Tupac Shakur, somebody he's heavily influenced by, and it's clear.
Bro, I need this nigga to land, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I need him to land, yo. Let me make sure my volume okay. Land, brother, land, because I'm trying to follow you. I'm right there, kinda. I see where you're going. But there's a lot of videos, so I feel like halfway through we're going to start to understand what's going on. Is that Tammy? I'm so happy Kendrick brought Luther beautiful voice back to me. I wore his cat. Oh, you wore the cassette tape out, girl. You better not do that. Come on now, that's a collector's item right there. You gotta take care of that. Hey, look at Tiny. Remember to like, everyone. Damn right. Make sure you like the live, man. Let's go.
Clearly trying to learn from as he takes steps in his career. And you know he's trying to learn from him because he interviewed him on Mortal Man looking for answers. But the thing is, you can't look for the answers in Tupac Shakur. The answers are in Kendrick Lamar, right? Now you can use Kendrick Lamar Tupac Shakur as a preface to get the answers that you...
Girl, it don't even matter what generation you in. As long as you down with the times, that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up.
You want, but your answers are going to be different. And you know this because in Mr. Morale, what song was it? I can't remember the song, but he does say that Tupac not here no more. You gotta find answers for yourself.
Hey, we got Sharon here, bro.
Yeah.
What's good, bro? What's poppin', Sharon? Yeah, what's good, brother? Yo, I'm chilling, bro. What you saying? How you feeling?
And that's the thing. Tupac can't give you the answers because Tupac's reality was totally different than yours. You can get the answers from yourself, but use Tupac as a preface. And I think one of the things he learned about Tupac was Tupac not only, of course, was X'd for assassination because he was the son of a Black Panther and he was extremely influential, putting messages out there that caused people to be in rebellious energy. You feel me? Because of this, Tupac knew what was coming and continued to write about his death. He was almost obsessed with it.
I find it interesting because in a time where The rebelliousness kind of nature was very prominent. They asked any celebrity, anybody that had influence, anybody that had some sort of like pushback against the code that they were trying to push, they always get done off. But what's interesting is that what Kendrick is doing far exceeds any one of the previous artists. But the reason why he's still around today is because of the people. The people are corrupted. The people are thinking differently. The people are on a different side of the fence. They're not on the right side of the fence. They're on the wrong side of the fence. Back in the day, it was the right side. It was the right people on the right side of the fence with the right person to say, don't y'all notice this don't look right? So they deaded that. And now we're in a generation today where it's like the people have been manipulated or reprogrammed in a sense where they're on the wrong side of the fence. But because Kendrick is on the right side of the fence with a small group of individuals, smaller than the overall or the majority, they're going to use him. And they're going to kind of maybe parade him in a sense. That's how I see it. Of course, different people are going to see it in different kind of ways. But that's how I see it, and that's how I find it interesting. Maybe that's why he's sad. It's far-fetched as hell for me to say that, but, I'm just trying to give my little thought to this,
His death. Not knowing that he was also aiding in his premature death by putting that energy.
Man, I'm trying to listen. Yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. If I ever make it out to Vegas for that event that I need to go to in November, I put this in the air. I'm throwing this up in the heavens. I promise you, I'm going to California because there's something about Cali that it hit, bro. And I'm Canadian, bro. Everyone expect me to be used to this Canadian weather like I like it. Yo, bro, I went to Cali one time for 1 week. Y'all don't understand, man.
Out there being so powerful. You feel me? As powerful as Tupac
Lord
Shakur
Race
was,
understands.
he
Of
was
course, California
very
natives, bro.
often
Shout out,
in victim mentality.
hey. Shout out to everybody from California, bro. Of course, shout out to everybody around the world. But I haven't visited y'all. I only visited California. So, it's kind of fair. But shout out to everybody around the world that's here today in this chat. I appreciate every single one of y'all, no doubt.
Which is, how could you not be somebody who was born into a single parent household and your mother was a crackhead? When not that long ago, she led one of the most powerful cases in Black Panther history. To see someone that powerful become so small and unable to do something in front of your own
with it, bro.
eyes,
I'm with it. I'm
the
gonna try my
reality
best.
that I am a victim and I can't beat this. She couldn't even beat this. Tupac, for most of his life, stayed in that victim mentality, and it more than likely aided to his early death. I believe Kendrick Lamar is trying to rewrite this. Rewrite this for future generations. And I think it's true because even in Euphoria, he made it clear to say, I ain't thinking about no reaper. I'm reaping what I sow. Interesting. You're not thinking about death. You're not thinking about the reaper coming to get you. You just recognize what you put out there is what you'll essentially get, right? And ultimately, he's recognizing that even in this scenario, the person, I can't aid in my premature death by writing it in songs, by telling it off and putting this energy into the air. Actually, I'm not thinking about the reaper. I'm being present. And you don't think it's weird that all of a sudden he's talking about being present all the time? He's talking about staying in the moment. He's doing.
Wait, Slay, you're not Gen X? What are you? What generation you are? I'm confused. Yo, Lord Racer, trust and believe me, I know, and not only that I know, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm gonna go live just to watch it, bruh. As much as, like, I kind of want to break the scheduling for my lives, hell no, I'm going live and I'm making sure to watch. Whenever it starts, it's gonna start, but when it's my time to go live, I'm going live and I'm just gonna be locked in like this. I swear to you, bruh. TDE Punch? Yeah, that's GG's right there, bruh.
When albums narrated by Eckhart Tolle, somebody that we are gonna break down, but He's allowing him to narrate his album. So he's telling you, he's shedding these beliefs. He's shedding these old narratives and stepping into a new reality of a political figure or somebody who is doing something for community that doesn't experience these things. That in reality is going to overcome and is going to create change and etc. Now, that's the beautiful thing, that he's aware of that. But then it got me thinking.
Hey, millennial
that gives me
gang.
a whole different perspective on Man at the Garden. Now, Man at the Garden, initially, I'm thinking it's an affirmation magic. You feel me? Affirmation song. He's speaking his new reality into existence, right? But then I think a little deeper. Man at the Garden. Okay? I seen a theory that stated that it could be him talking about being at a cemetery, which makes a lot of sense when you look at the Super Bowl performance. All his homies are in white, representing the fact that they're no longer here. You feel me? But then I thought a little deeper. If we're rewriting the story, this is a man who was very devoted into the Bible, right? He did a statement at I think it was Compton University, where he's talking about how he goes around, he talks to God every day, and he allows his presence to take him where he needs to go. But what if this is another rewritten story in the Bible?
No.
Man at the Garden. Who else is at a very significant garden in
There's
the Bible?
no way.
Who is about to transition into something that could lead to his crucifixion? Jesus Christ. Right? And that's not to say that Kendrick Lamar, Jesus Christ. Please don't start trying to spread that narrative.
Yo, bro, be careful, man. You're
on.
going down a
We're
path
talking
that's
about
just...
art here, and we just breaking down the art.
My bro, this path that you're going down is filled with nothing but Lego bricks. It's not going to be easy to walk down this, my guy. I ain't going to lie to you.
Okay? And his perspective. Let's think about the garden. I don't even know how to say that. Just the name or whatever, right? But I know what it's talking about and why it's so crucial to Jesus' life, right? Filled with anguish and deep dread over what he would soon experience, Jesus withdraws with his inner circle, the 3 disciples closest to him, and takes refuge in a special place. There alone on his knees in the dark night beneath the shelter of olive trees in a place called the Garden of Gethsemane, he cries out to his Father God. While the exact location is difficult to pinpoint, I'm trying to get right to what he's talking about with God. The Garden of Gethsemane was a place of great importance to Jesus, referred to in all 4 Gospels as the place where Christ retreated into deep prayer in a time of agony before his arrest and crucifixion, and near where he ascended to heaven in the book of Acts. Okay? According to an exhaustive concordance of the Bible, Gethsemane is translated from the Greek to mean an oil press. It is a place thought to be situated...
Yo, I ain't going to lie to you, bro. Here's the thing. I know Kendrick keep his Bible close, but I feel like he got a Bible just taped around on the side of his head right now. Cause yo, these like Sharon, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm right there with you. That's why I was like, no way. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was like taken aback a little bit because I'm like, really? But when you think about it, though, I don't know if you guys remember, but every diss track that Kendrick made, Euphoria, 616 in LA, Meet the Grams, and Not Like Us, each track, God was mentioned in every track. So it's almost like every step that he took a step knowing that he's bringing God with him. So it was inevitable for Drake to lose that battle because Kendrick was anointed with our Lord and Savior. You know what I'm saying? But nah, it's crazy. Let me back it up a little bit, just to understand some more.
Jesus, referred to in all 4 Gospels as the place where Christ retreated into deep prayer.
Did he say all 4 Gospels? Hold on a second.
Pinpoint. I'm trying to get right to what he's talking about with God. The Garden of Gethsemane was a place of great importance to Jesus, referred to in all 4 Gospels as the place.
No way. No way. No way. Nigga, I literally just said Euphoria, 660 in LA, Meet the Grams and not. God, they're God. There's no way. There's no way. So this whole the man in the garden thing, yo, this guy is sick. This man is sick. What? This man is sick. What the fuck? Yo, this man is sick. Yo, he really wants Drake to go. He wants him to go so bad. Oh my God. He named his son after the book of Eden. Man, explain his daughter. Oh my God. In the same vein, Jesus knew that he was gonna get a lot of hate and pushback for his book. Yo, what is going on? What is going on? Yo, this, bro, it's almost like he, yo, that's crazy. It's almost like he took elements from D1 and elements of Lecrae and molded it all together. Not just put it together, but molded everything together into something that he can use, almost as if it's a weapon. Yo. 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 Oh my God. What is happening?
It's where Christ retreated into deep prayer in a time of agony before his arrest and crucifixion, and near where he ascended to heaven in the book of Acts. Okay? According to an exhaustive concordance of the Bible, Jessamine is translated from the Greek to mean an oil press. It is a place thought to be situated at the base of the Mount of Olives beyond the Kidron Valley, right? So, in this, he begins to pray to God, I believe, right? And he says, he acknowledged the gospel note that Jesus told his disciples to sit here while I pray in Mark 14:32. He acknowledged his sadness, asking them to keep watch, as my soul is overwhelmed with sorrow to the point of death. He walked a bit farther from them, sank to his knees, and cried out to him.
And when you think about it, to your comment, I wonder what Lecrae would do. That's not an actual question. The question was rhetorical because he already knew what he was doing. See, same thing. Man. I got a question. Is there any way, for anybody here that has kids, is there any way for y'all to explain this to y'all child so they can understand Kendrick at the level that you are now understanding it at? I don't think there's... Bro, you'd have to sit these kids down and make them watch every single video about this. Because I promise you, we're not going to be able to explain this. CNN ain't going to explain this. Your local news ain't going to explain this. They're not going to explain it at church. They're not going to explain it at school. Man, this is crazy. Did y'all listen to the replies from the both D1? Yo. 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 Yeah. I damn near spilled my drink. Oh my God. Yo, shout out to Natasha. Shout out to Natasha. Lord have mercy. Kendrick did say in an interview with Timothy, his most personal and important song to him was Man in the Garden. So go watch the interview before the Super. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Yo, Natasha's going ballistic. She's letting y'all know. She's setting the standard around here, bro. Oh, my goodness. Look at us being great. Big shout out. Big dubs. Big dubs for Natasha, bro. You know what? Big W. Let me go. I ain't going to waste no time, bro. Big W. Wow. Shout out. That's insane. But yeah, no, that's another interview. Y'all give me homework and I like it. I gotta sit back and watch all these interviews, bro. It's great. But yeah, nah, like the connections that are being made, like, and look how far back it goes. It's almost like this man knew what to do when he first got in the game. It's like he knew that he had to take down Drake when he first shared the stage with him. It's almost like a calling from the heavens, calling on speed dial, like, brr, brr, brr. Hello? Yeah, you gotta take him down, bro. Say less. When? Take your time with it. All right, I got you. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? That's literally like, oh my God.
It was Father God, Abba Father. He said, everything is possible for you. Take this cup from me, yet not what I will, but what you will. This was no casual prayer. Jesus was distraught. Matthew's gospel tells us he fell with his face to the ground. He prayed throughout the night, periodically returning to his disciples to find them sleeping. The gospels recount that Jesus was chastising them for their weakness and inability to keep watch during this time of deep need. A time when he prayed so earnestly, the gospel of Luke, and he said his sweat was like drops of blood falling to the ground. When he returned to wake his friends the third time, however, Jesus appeared resolute, ready to face the path his Father had led before him. You see what I'm saying? And ultimately, the hour has come. Look, the Son of Man is delivered into the hands of sinners. Rise, let us go. Here comes my betrayer. Now, essentially, what Jesus is doing here is talking to God, like basically like, I know what's coming, but damn, this is all the weight that I have to endure. I have to endure this. I have to endure eventually being betrayed. I have to endure the fact that out of one of these 12 disciples, they're going to betray me and basically send me to my death. You see what I'm saying? And he's hurt because his humanity doesn't want to experience this. And that's the beauty of how Jesus' humanity comes to fore, even though he is a descendant of, or he is basically like a representation of God, right? And in order for him to accept this reality, he had to talk to God about it, sit in the garden, and pray about it, right? But then once he finished praying about it, he said, I'm going through it anyway, because this is what God's needs. I believe that Kendrick Lamar attempted to rewrite this story by, instead of making it a story of, damn, God, like, you know, how I have you forsaken me? It's more positive affirmation. So he might be looking at it from, I'm at the same garden, right? But instead, I deserve everything that's coming. I deserve all of the great things that are coming that you are to bless me with. I deserve, even with all of the things that are going to be coming that are negative, right? I deserve all of the things that are coming that are positive. I am worthy of everything that I'm about to receive. You feel me? Rewriting the prayer at the garden. So instead of doing it from the perspective of, why have you forsaken me? Why have you done this? It's more positive affirmation, positive rewriting the story of the weight that the one who needs to be the person at the forefront. Instead of the suffering, you see the beauty, you see the blessings, you see the possibilities. And that's what I believe Kendrick was doing with Man at the Garden. Now that could be crazy, but you can't tell me it don't make sense. Especially when you go look at 616 in LA. Right?
Yeah.
And he says, I know, and it's almost like a prayer to God again, right? It's almost like a prayer to God again, where he says, I know, it's 5:55 by the way.
It's not only that it makes sense now, it's more like, I have a deeper appreciation for that song now. I have such a deeper appreciation for that song because of these connections. Bro, Kendrick doesn't That's so crazy. Kendrick doesn't go around claiming to be a Christian rapper or anything like that. He simply claims to be a lyricist. Lecrae is different because he claims to be a Christian rapper and he walks in that path. But to see a lyricist at this level do what he do while still making these kind of connections, not only back to Bible but back to like God and everything like that. Yo, you as a Christian, you have a deeper appreciation for these things. Like, you can now listen to this song with so much confidence in your heart. It's almost like you get an extra anointment of confidence while listening to this song. Because the song is literally just, I deserve it all. You know what I'm saying? That's all he's saying throughout the song. But now after watching this video, we still have 4 more minutes, so you never know what he's going to say, what else he's going to say. But, like, it's like this song kind of leveled up in our souls. It was already at a high level, but it's almost like it took at least 3 strides further to a higher power in a set. Like, yo, that's so crazy. That's so crazy. I am reaping what I sow. That's so crazy. That's so crazy to me, bro. I feel like I can fall asleep to this song. It's almost like the song that's gonna take me into my dreams almost. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's like my own personal ritual to help me fall asleep. I just listen to good music to help me just doze off and just fall asleep for the night. But man, this is crazy. Look at how LeBron was singing it at his birthday party. He really felt that song. I'm telling you, like, people that really cared about GNX really felt each song in this album. And Man in the Garden, I Deserve It All. Man, that's dangerous. This might be the best song for affirmations. Whatever affirmation you got, play this song after when you read over your affirmations. I deserve it all. Oh my God. I'm telling you, this, y'all, he's not wild, bro. This man is sick. He's accepting it all as I'm getting what I put out there. I deserve it all, the good and the bad, the blessings and the setbacks. Euphoria, 616 in LA, Meet the Grams are all in the mention of the higher meaning. Oh my God. He had a little bit of a let's fight that ish going on, where I felt Lecrae was more about turning the other cheek. Absolutely. But that's just how they hit my ears. I can't speak beyond that. That's super valid. But your first point in that comment, absolutely agree. Absolutely agree.
I know this type of power is going to cost, but I live in the circadian rhythms of a shooting star. Mannerisms of Raphael, I can heal and give you art, but the industry's cooked as I pick this carcass apart. You see what I'm saying? So he keeps going back to referencing what's to come, knowing that he's about to have so much power and that could tempt and weaken his flesh. Knowing that with this power comes hate, with this power comes people who want revenge, with destroying Drake in war, with knowing that he wants revenge and will do whatever he can to tarnish his name, and all the powers that be will continue to help him. But coming with terms of that before Meet the Grams and Not Like Us comes out,
Natasha, I did.
I know this type of power is going to cost, but I move circadian rhythms as a shooting star. When you spin that narrative back and think about Man at the Garden, think about Reincarnated, think about the things he used to say that would put negative energy on his life and negative energy on his story. He's attempting to rewrite all of these stories. And I think the same way he was rewriting the devil's story in his reality, he's also rewriting the Jesus story in his reality, right? And that doesn't mean that he thinks he's Jesus or he thinks he's the devil or any of that. It's recognizing the full compass of humanity and how we have the possible to lean more towards Jesus or lean more towards the devil. And either way, we are human beings destined to choose with our own free will. You see what I'm saying? And we don't know what decisions Kendrick is going to make as this time goes.
That literally sounds like something Kendrick would say. It's not about promoting one side. Because the way humans are set up, or the way our minds are set up, is that when we hear too much of one thing, it's almost like we're going to push it away in a sense. So that's why when I have any of my friends that have their own beliefs that they want to talk about, I always tell them, look, I understand this is what you believe in and this is what you put in your time, your stock, your beliefs into. And that's completely valid. But at the end of the day, there's always a time and a place to speak about these things. Unless you know how to talk to any kind of individual when it comes to these things. And that's a rare talent. But this right here, you know Kendrick got the power to say what he wants. It's just how well you can receive the message that's being said to you. In the initial moment, you're going to hear it a certain way. But as you replay it in your head over and over and over and over, that moment you heard that statement, whatever, it starts to slowly evolve into something different, into your own beliefs. What you believe, based on your perspective, what you think about that. You know? That's so crazy. That's so scary. That's actually so scary. I'm not even gonna lie. What's good, Vina? Vina's here. Oh, shoot. Hey, yes, ma'am. Flex mob. Come on now. But nah, that is so crazy. Wow. Wow. He's a black belt.
But I believe that's what he's doing. Now, back to the point. I believe that him being sad here is directly connected to the Man at the Garden video. That's the only thing I can't prove just yet.
Oh!
I believe that, and if I'm correct, hold on. And if I'm correct, right, on GNX, Man at the Garden is the song right after Luther. Come on. Even if you disagree, even if you think this is crazy, bro, this makes sense. It makes sense. Okay? And this is why Kendrick Lamar is my favorite artist, because I get to use my brain, and that's my favorite thing to do when it comes to breaking down this stuff. You feel me? I love this shit. Right or wrong, I love seeing where my mind can go to put the pieces together. You feel me? And ultimately...
Hey, this might sound like me right now. You gotta flex your mind, bro. You gotta flex your mind. I'm teasing. Let me stop.
It's crazy that Man at the Garden is the song right after Luther. Man at the Garden was performed at the Super Bowl. I believe all the songs of the Super Bowl will.
We got Swamp Gal here. What's good, Swamp Gal? How you doing? How you feeling? Hope you're doing all right today. Welcome back. Appreciate you for stopping by, no doubt.
It just adds up. Okay? Now, we won't know until more of these videos come out, but if my theory stands true, Man at the Garden will be one of the videos that comes out, and that video will be directly connected to the facial expression that Kendrick Lamar has in this video. Okay? Hey. You feel me? Whether you agree or disagree, it's always fun to think and try to come to these conclusions. And a lot of my theories have come correct since the beef took place. Even all the way down to the downfall of Drake, when you can go back when I was like, wasn't it really trying with YouTube? And I made a couple videos about that. I even predicted that coming. You see what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, y'all, this makes a whole lot of sense. And I want to see what y'all think about it. So let me know in the comments. You feel me? Let me know what you think in the comments. If you think I'm reaching, or if you think it's true, if you think it's not true. And I'm just interested to see what y'all think. Also, you love storytelling like Brenda's Got a Baby. Damn, they got ads on this. Wait, not only was it 555 during this video, we had 55,000 subscribers. 555 again, angel numbers. That's fire. But anyway, I think you would love this video because the comment section loves this video. It only takes 3 minutes of your time. If you want your shirt, come grab your shirt. I'm shipping out shirts tomorrow, some more shirts tomorrow, and getting back into the flow of getting the podcast going. There's a whole bunch of technical difficulties that's been going on, but we gonna figure it out, and we shooting another one tomorrow, and these shirts are getting shipped tomorrow too. So tap in, get your shirts. $45 for a shirt. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Stay tuned.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. That kind of hit me when he said he had angel numbers on his subscribers. That kind of hit me bad. I kind of froze after that, cause yo, Allison's here too. What's good, Allison? How you doing? That kind of messed me up a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. But hey, like he said at the beginning of the video, this could all be like far-fetched. But I ain't gonna lie. There's nothing far about this. And best believe I don't need to fetch nothing. Cause hey, I'm right there with you. You explained it well enough for us to understand, bruh. I ain't gonna lie to you, and I appreciate and I received the message. No doubt about it, man. Oh my goodness, bruh. Yo, you can't make this up for real. You've been seeing angel numbers like crazy. I'm trying to see some. Not them sixes though. I can't listen. Fun fact. Anytime I see them triple sixes, the demon numbers, I don't know what it is about them demon numbers, but always something bad happens, bro. Every time I see them numbers. And I'm starting to get pissed off. Like, I'm tired of seeing that, and then something bad happens. Not saying like, oh, I break a bone or I trip and then my ankle is sprained. Nah, it's like the little things. Oh, like you see like a transaction come out of your bank account, or you have another bill that comes in, or what's it called? You're cooking food and then the food just randomly burns because you weren't paying attention. Like that kind of bad nonsense, like bad omen type of nonsense. And I'm starting to get pissed off about it, bro. I'm getting tired of that. Every time I try to avoid it, I always see it. And when I see it, oh, now I got to get more gas for the car. I go to the gas station. Gas price is high. Like, bruh, I can't win out here, bro. Shit. Like, Jesus Christ. Oh, I get so fed up every time I see them numbers. I swear to you, bro. Wow, 47 minutes. Hey, bro, that's what we do around here.